depends on if you communicated with your partner or not. Like, you're in a relationship. Okay, ask her why she's not having sex with you.
She's just not feeling it.
If she's not feeling it, like, why are you not?
She's not responsible.
Why
Why
force that on her?
You had one job.
No
job to do.
No one's
What?
forcing
Your one job.
No one's forcing shit on you. But
Why
I gotta
is
just
that
like the
our
Jonah Hill
one
shit. I got the chance. I
Like,
get the choice to leave.
we're made so y'all can fuck us. That's not what women are people on earth for. Talking about that's our one job in a relationship.
Time out. Oxygen is important until you're choking. Then oxygen is the most important thing in the world. If you're in a relationship and you're getting some sex, it might not be the most important thing in the world. If you're getting no sex, all of a sudden that thing becomes the top priority. Why is this happening? It's a huge fucking red light.
Okay.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
I get what you're saying.
Okay, it's not everything. It's like that's not all we want to do is fuck you. But my point is, I mean,
but that's what he was kind of saying, though. That's what he was making it seem like. That's what a woman's purpose in the relationship.
I'm trying to make the same example from your point of view. Okay, if you're not doing that, that is a massive red flag from our standpoint that you don't respect us,
especially if you've been doing it.
But the problem is, you guys are saying, well, all you want is sex. No, it's not that we want sex. It's the sign that not having sex with us, the red flag that not having sex with us, it's humongous. It's gigantic. It speaks volume. You having sex with us speaks a lot. Compliance, but you might just really like sex. You not having sex with us in a relationship, that speaks 50 times more. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's the problem. And for you guys to tell me that you would tell your male relatives that a girl is just withholding sex for 3 weeks and you shouldn't do anything about it, that is fucking crazy.
Not necessarily. Super like horny and they want to have sex all the time. You know what I mean? But then you got those girls that don't really care about it. Like, I've met girls like that. Like, I like sex. Of course, I can't speak for y'all, but I like sex.
We know.
But don't play with me.
You don't know. Anyways.
But then you got those girls that, like, they don't care about it, you know? Like, it's not their first thing on their mind. Like, okay, I can only speak for myself. You wake up, you think about sex. Like, some girls don't think about that. Some girls are like, oh, my business, this,
that proves what I've been saying. Men must provide value to the point where women can have the privilege of saying, oh, I'm not that horny all the time. I don't really want to fuck. No, the reality is this. You're not attracted to that guy that much. However, he provides you some other auxiliary benefits. Maybe he makes money. Maybe he gives you security. Maybe he listens to your bullshit feelings and listens to you talk about yourself. Whatever it is. Bullshit feelings a lot of the times. But the thing is what I'm trying to say is that men have to offer utility to the point where women have the privilege of saying, oh, I don't have to fuck him, but I get value out of him. Men don't have that privilege. When we deal with y'all, if we're not fucking with y'all, if a man is with a woman and he's not fucking her, she's effectively almost useless. And if you don't, once again, ask the guys here, how many of y'all been on a date with a bitch you don't like? We don't do that shit. You guys do that shit. Why? Because women are able to extract value from men that they don't like. The thing is this, y'all don't like me pointing y'all feet to the fire. You want us to provide value to you while you don't have to provide value to us. Fuck that shit. I'm over here waking guys up. If a girl ain't fucking you, you kick her to the curb. She's effectively useless. That's why guys sit here in the friend zone. How many of y'all have a dude in the friend zone right now? Every one of y'all probably has a dude in the friend zone right fucking now. I don't got no bitches in the friend zone because women are useless most of the time if they're not sucking your dick. And that's the God honest truth. You think men really care about your opinion or what you think or your views on things? No.
Some guys do.
We're talking to a very
I'm just saying, like, oh, I want to fuck her. I want to see what this is that. Like, some guys are actually interested in the girl's mind, like, and what she's about, not just her for JJ.
Is that what he told you? Yep.
A lot of men have told me that. I've known a lot of men hit.
He's trying to smash you. That's why.
He's okay, and then he's not going to, and he's still gonna want to do this, that. But
because
some guys are attracted to a woman's mind. It's not just about sex.
So what you were saying about oxygen and validation in relationships. So what is our oxygen in relationships is the emotional validation, right? So they both go hand in hand.
Sure.
Like,
then we're not a good match. And you were withholding sex, and I'm out.
Right.
It's really simple. It's like why the Jonah Hill thing made no sense to me at all. Jonah Hill said, if these are the things you want, this isn't going to work for us. That wasn't manipulative. He has the right to fucking leave. The two of you who said you went on a date with a guy and he was too nice, and then you didn't have sex with him. Do you understand from our standpoint? We're looking at this. You want to know how I know you didn't like him? Because you didn't have
but why do I have to have sex with him? Just because he buys me something.
I'm not saying you shouldn't. No, you're proving my point. I totally agree with you. You're
twisting my words around. I said,
me too, and I said he was nice.
That's why I went on the date with him. I didn't say I didn't fuck him because he was nice. I said I was not sexually attracted to him.
Totally. But my point is, you didn't pursue a relationship with him because you didn't like him. And the way you show that, the outer sign of that is you didn't have sex with him.
He showed things that I didn't want in a man that I actually
I agree
want
with you,
to
but
be
I was talking
with.
about the two girls who said the thing that was nice. In your situation,
I said he was too nice for me.
No.
He gave me the ick. Sorry.
Yeah, give you the
But hold on. That does not
so.
disprove the fact that each and every one of you, I guarantee, has been out with a guy that you didn't like that much. You went out with him anyway because maybe you got a free dinner, maybe you got a cool experience that you might have not been able to do on your own, maybe you just were bored. The point I'm trying to make is that women go out on frivolous dates with men that they don't like because men offer value regardless. Women, on the other hand, don't. That's what I'm trying to say. If y'all ain't fucking, you guys are useless. And if you don't believe me, let's say all of you guys lost your vaginas tomorrow. Let's see how you'll keep a man. You wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, huh?
I mean, yes, I will.
Yeah, my
Did all the
personality is
other
great.
women
It's not always-
lose
it's not
vaginas
always
too?
about
Is it
that.
just
I have a lot to
us?
me
No.
besides my vajayjay.
You also have a lot to offer just besides
So we're
that.
just punished
It depends
because
on
we
All
don't
of
want
you
to have
here can
sex.
agree. If you really like a guy, like you like him like a lot, genuine desire, you go to the park with him. You could go to a friggin' Ferris wheel. He don't got to spend a lot of money. But I want to say the short term, you like him in a genuine way. You want to smash him. You do want to. So on some level, like when it's genuine, real desire, you want to smash your
To that
guy.
point.
Yeah, when it's
exactly.
genuine.
Hold on.
I
If you
agree.
lost your vagina tomorrow, how would you keep a nigga around? We'll start here. Go ahead.
My personality is actually very great. I have a lot to me. I'm smart. I'm funny.
But you're not,
I can put a lot in to something besides my coochie.
but you're not D1.
Oh my god.
Okay. You said you have a personality. What else?
I'm funny.
Okay.
I'm smart.
Why are
I'm
you
pretty.
funny? I mean, pretty, yeah.
Okay. But he can't smash though, so does the prettiness help?
Debatable.
But why is I have to be pretty if you smash? Like I have
Okay.
a lot more than just
What
my
would you do
coochie.
if you didn't have a vagina? How would you keep a guy around?
What that mouth do?
All you want is vagina. Why? Why you talk about this so much?
Okay, so she knows.
Yeah.
What about you? What would you do if you lost your vagina? How would you keep your husband?
A bunch of acts of service, cook for him, pet for him.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of there's a lot of value that we have. So I wanted to
I
say
can hire a
something about
maid.
your okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something to
Then
your
fuck
point
your
that you
maid.
said about you don't have to spend a lot of money, and the girl really likes you, she will want to have sex with you, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying about the emotional needs. So he can be paying for all your bills and whatever it is, but if that emotional connection isn't there, you don't want to have sex with him. So a lot of time I
agree.
feel like men forget that for us, like there is a deeper connection that is needed. So what do you want? Do you want your wife to have sex with you without her enjoying it? You want your wife to be wet, like for lack of a better word. So you want her to enjoy it. You want her to enjoy it with you. And yes, sometimes she might not enjoy it and she do it because she loves you, right? But if she's doing it out, even though she doesn't feel it, it's because you're fulfilling her emotional needs.
But no,
You know what? My emotions are really down. I'm not paying the bills this month.
Yeah.
but no, you just said it. Sometimes you don't really feel it, but out of duty for your husband, you're gonna do it.
Mhm.
And you read the verse Corinthians.
If I feel that I'm loved, right?
Yeah, but once again,
I don't feel
out
like
of
I'm loved.
duty
I'm not
for your
paying the
man,
mortgage this month.
You're gonna do it.
I don't feel the love.
because you love your man.
Mhm.
Even when you're tired, when you don't feel like doing it.
Yeah.
I don't feel the love, man.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it. So I'm just not gonna pay the bills this month. Can you
Yeah.
cover it?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Cool.
Of course.
She you won't pay the bills and she doesn't have a vagina?
Yeah.
Damn, bro, she is fucked, bro.
Yeah,
That is
literally,
terrible.
like, yeah, man. I'm just the problem is that right whenever women say I need to feel an emotion and blah blah blah, like the issue with that is that emotions change minute to minute
Yep.
based on your period, etc. Women are emotionally erratic. They're never consistent every single day. Their moods always change. So you're telling me that I need to go ahead and base one of the cornerstones of my happiness, sexual fulfillment, on how you feel? That's crazy to me.
Wow.
Because guess what? Your security isn't contingent upon how I feel. If someone breaks into the house, no matter how I feel, I gotta protect you. If we need to go ahead and pay a bill, it doesn't matter how I feel, I gotta fucking pay for it. If I'm the man and I'm supposed to be the man of the house and the leader, it doesn't matter how the fuck I feel. I fulfill my duty. But women, on the other hand, want to feel like they don't have to do their duty. And that's where I'm saying I'm calling bullshit on that. It's not a fair trade. Why is it that I have to be a man at all times, but you can pick and choose when you want to be my wife? That's bullshit. If you're gonna play that game, cool. I'm gonna have 5 other bitches. That's how we're gonna do it.
And I get what you're saying regarding emotional connection and it being something.
Fuck
of value.
emotions.
No, hold on. I'll go somewhere with this. However, that means every time we argue or get upset, you don't want to fuck me, which is fucked up because then that means you're contingent upon how you feel, which means it won't happen a lot. So is that really dutiful to your husband?
Right. So
or how you feel about it?
So the relationships are such a big work that you need to have a set of rules, right? So maybe, and that's really up to each relationship, you know, like But it's for real. The thing is, I don't think people that don't have a long-lasting relationship can talk about a long-lasting relationship, right? Because they haven't had it. So how can, for example,
3 months?
3 years.
You just got married.
3 months.
But we've been together for 3 years.
3 months.
That's barely
3 years.
anything, man. That's barely.
3 months.
Okay,
All right, go ahead.
3 years, right? So in order for me, even though to get to those 3 months being married and to get to being married, there was a lot of work that needed to be done because it's just how can we just put like things as just black and white when even you guys, Myron, you're saying that, oh, well, maybe I'm not feeling like I want to pay the bills today, right?
Yeah.
So what about you making just if she's feeling safe and she's feeling that sometimes like you're listening to her constantly and maybe the relationship is not going to be perfect, right?
Right.
But if overall you're fulfilling your needs and she's fulfilling her needs too, the relationship is a success, right? That's it. You cannot put things black or white and then she just doesn't have sex with you, kick it to the curb. If she's using sex as a weapon, definitely get a divorce. Don't be with her. Don't be with her.
See, what you're missing though is that men are very simple and our needs are typically pretty much black and white.
True.
But you keep going back to your needs. I'm telling you, men's needs in general are fairly black and white. We're very simple across different or socioeconomic classes, whatever. Men are very simple. You keep looking at things through a female lens. How I feel.
And you keep looking at things from a masculine lens. So that's the thing. Yeah. So how can we talking about all these problems, but we're not talking about the solutions? We should look at it from the male. Hold on. We should look at it from the male lens because the men are the ones giving relationships out. So it probably behooves you to understand what men want because we already know what the fuck women want. You guys make that very apparent in all your music and popular culture. We know what women want, but we don't necessarily know what men want. And I would argue most women don't care what men want. I'm telling you, men are very simple. What we want is typically linear. It is black and white. You're the one that's complicating it. I don't know if I feel this way today and blah, blah, blah. I'm saying men don't have that privilege of saying, I don't feel like it. Mm-hmm.
We have to be a man at all times. And you guys want to go ahead and pick and choose when you want to be a dutiful wife. And I'm saying that's cool. I'm not arguing for you guys not being able to exercise things on your prerogative. That's fine. But what I am saying is that men need to put consequences on that shit. You don't want to fuck? Fantastic. You're effectively single now.
But you're talking about just one time?
Right. Can you be more specific?
Okay, because here's the thing. When your girl isn't fucking you, 9 out of 10 times, it's like a long-term thing. It's a drought. Right? She just isn't feeling you and she just withholds sex from you or she uses it as a weapon for some type of behavior.
Yeah.
Once a woman weaponizes sex against you, it's a wrap.
It's a disrespect.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what most women do. They weaponize sex. And I'm just telling guys not to tolerate that shit.
To make it clear though, once or twice when it's not back to back is fine because obviously
okay, yeah. Thanks for clarifying.
We're talking about a long period of time. Let's say 3 weeks, for example.
Okay,
it's the same thing as weaponizing. It's the same thing as weaponizing financial support. If you're weaponizing it, and I feel like I can't pay the bills today, but not tomorrow, you're also like being abusive.
But how did it start though?
But how did it start for her?
Women typically weaponize sex first.
Yep.
But why?
How do you feel?
So the thing. So okay. So you guys been saying, oh,
it doesn't matter why. That's like me saying I don't want to pay the bills.
No,
do you give a fuck why I'm saying why?
Matter. Myron, you bring it up a lot that 70% of divorces are started by women.
Yes.
Right?
Like 80%.
Right, exactly. So did you know that 85% of women initiate counseling? So we're a lot.
Right.
So
most people don't go to counseling. Like not even 10% of couples go to counseling.
Which is really sad because we haven't been taught as human beings to be in a healthy relationship.
Okay.
And not only that, going to counseling, they do it in bad faith. They go to counseling because they know that it'll allow them to get a better.
Not necessarily.
They can say, "Oh, I need to initiate this divorce because we tried